Yo, what's good? Your 413 here back in today, and today, guys, I want to talk about a brand new update to Forza Horizon 4 that came with the Series 11 update this week. And honestly, I'm surprised nobody's talking about it, and I'm shocked that we didn't hear about this in the Playground Games or the Forza monthly live streams, because this update is going to impact the Forza economy for a very long time, if not forever. This update is huge, and I'm actually very excited. I'm very excited to see what all happens with this update. I do have one little concern that I'll get to here at the end of the video, but overall, I think this is going to be a generally positive update for the Forza community. And let's go ahead and break things down. So you're probably aware of the Legendary Painter and the Legendary Tuner status. What this is when you reach a combined 50,000 total downloads, uses, and likes on all your designs or all your paints, you are given permission by Forza to put a designer tune on any car in the game, and then you can put it up in the auction house for a maximum of 20 million credits. Now, of course, on certain cars, like let's say a Honda Civic, although there are some rare Honda Civics, let's use the 98 Honda Civic Type R, not a very rare car, you know, no one's going to pay $20 million for that. But something like a Lamborghini Aventador SV or the 2018 Honda Civic Type R, those cars are worth a lot of money and demand a premium because they are wheel spin exclusives, Forza Shop exclusives, or they're a car that players can only get one of in the game, and maybe they want multiples of them, like the Nissan GT-R R34. These cars demand a premium in the auction house, but the only people who can get this premium out of them were the Legendary Painters and Tuners, and to be honest, this system was unfair because not everybody can reach that Legendary Painter or Tuner status. It takes a lot of time and it takes a little bit of talent. So Forza decided to implement a new feature. So what's happening is a new system has been put into place that is essentially going to allow the maximum price to fluctuate over time depending on sales. Directly out of Forza's mouth on their release notes that they put out just a couple days ago, they said the maximum possible auction house prices for many cars will now fluctuate based on sales up to a maximum of 20 million credits. The system will monitor which cars sell quickly and allow their maximum price to rise over time. The maximum price for cars that do not sell quickly will fall over time to find an equilibrium. Legendary Painters and Tuners will not be affected by this system and will be able to set prices as before. We will monitor the impact of this feature on prices and continue to respond to it. And the system has already taken effect. In fact, many cars we've already seen changes happen. Under the old system, every car was essentially assigned a auto show value, even cars that could not be purchased in the auto show. For example, going back to that Lamborghini Aventador SV that I was talking about, it has an auto show value of 480,000 credits. Now, the average everyday person may have been able to auction this car off for, let's say, 550,000 credits, but they couldn't really get any higher than that, when the premium that this car was actually selling for in the auction house was maybe 10, maybe 20 million credits. So a lot of players were getting ripped off because they couldn't sell it for that much because they weren't a Legendary Painter or Tuner. But the Legendary Painter and Tuner would buy this car for 550,000 credits, turn around and flip it for 10 million and make a massive, massive profit. And that was unfair. It really, really was. I will say this, I took advantage of that system in Horizon 3. I was a Legendary Painter, and I took advantage of that system to make over 1 billion credits. But I did end up giving that money away. I thought it was unfair, so I would give a lot of that money away to players who really needed it, by having billion credit giveaways, 100 million credit giveaways, etc., etc. You guys probably remember it. It was honestly a lot of fun to do those. A little bit trickier here in Horizon 4. The logistics just don't really work out. Fortunately, I can't do a giveaway in this game, and that does kind of suck. But getting back to the topic at hand, the old system would only allow you to sell it for a little bit over the auto show value. The new system over time is going to allow these prices to go up. So going back to the Lamborghini Aventador SV, you know, maybe I could have sold it for 550,000 credits. Today, if I try and auction the car, it goes for a whopping 1,031,000 credits, which is double its current auto show value. So the value is going up. But I will also say this, the value on other cars is starting to go down. So a very similar car in price anyway, in value, the Bentley Continental GT Speed Forza Edition has a value of $492,000 in the auto show. Again, it's a wheel-spin exclusive car, but a lot of people have got their hands on these, and really, Forza Editions in this game have not really held their value, unless they were a Car Mastery exclusive Forza Edition, but that's beside the point. If I am to go ahead and try and auction off the Bentley Continental, I can only ask 279,000 credits, which is about half its current value. So that is very impressive. Like, honestly, the values have started to grow and like drain pretty quickly. It's happening a little bit faster than I was anticipating, but it will take some time before, say, the Aventador reaches that $20 million cap. But there's also a bunch of other cars like the Citroen DS3 Racing, the Chevrolet Colorado, the Jim Kahana 10 cars, etc., etc. There's a bunch of cars in this game that are going to continue to grow and raise in price, and all players are going to be able to sell these cars for their true values, and that is exciting. So the reason why I like this update is for that simple fact. Players will finally be able to sell their cars for their true value. We're going to actually find out the true value on many of the cars in this game that really their prices have actually probably been inflated due to the legendary painters and tuners being the only ones who could sell them for that true value. And since there weren't a whole lot of supply, you know, the demand was quite high, so the price was increased. Well, now the demand is going to stay fairly high, but the supply is also going to increase, so maybe we'll see some of those prices come off, but at the same time, players will be able to sell those cars for a little bit more money, and that's really why I like it. But getting to the reason why I don't like this update, the whole reason the legendary painter and tuner status was in the game to begin with was to prevent real-world item trading, which, like I said earlier, is buying and selling Forza credits for real-world money. And that's really not okay. It's kind of a skeezy, dangerous market. In fact, the RuneScape community many years ago ran into an issue where people were buying credits off this one website, and then that website was turning around and selling the people buying those credits information to identity thieves. So basically, these people were having their identities stolen for spending a couple dollars on a website to get a few million in a game. And that still happens today. It's still very dangerous, and it goes against the terms and conditions for Xbox Live. If you get caught doing this, you will receive a ban. And in fact, I know of 2 people who have received bans for using their services. I won't name names because they had to basically come out, denounce those websites, and finally their bans were lifted. But man, it was a little intense. I won't name names, like I said. Their bans have since been lifted. They're back in the good graces of Microsoft. But yeah, that's the main reason why I don't like it. Plus, as well, the whole reason that they're not bringing gifting into the game is because of that whole system as well. They don't want real-world item trading, so they won't bring gifting into the game. And I feel like removing that legendary painter and tuner status, making it less exclusive than what it was, essentially, I feel like that has a greater impact on the real-world item trading than gifting would have. So I'm just a little bit concerned in that, but maybe it's a good sign that maybe gifting will be coming into the game. I doubt it, but it's something to look forward to, I guess. Maybe. Probably not, but I would love it. So, but anyway, though, that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this system. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Leave a comment down below, as I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say. As well, if you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Griffer13 and Instagram.com/Griffer13. And if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.